All right, so here is our Unit 1 presentation. I'm Heather.
I'm Fabiana.
And I'm Jessica Taylor.
Okay, so I'm going to get us started. I'm going to talk about some of the features that we noticed and liked from the Horizon reports. Besides the topics, we found that the links in the table of contents are especially helpful, that you don't have to scroll several pages or jump to a page. You can just hit the link that you're interested in and it takes you to that portion of the report. Also, since it's a PDF format, it's searchable. So if I'm looking for a specific topic within the report, I can just search that. I thought it was interesting that there's several translations. I'm sure, I know it said Chinese, but I'm pretty sure they have it in different languages. Several of them came with a toolkit that when you click on there and see, it has some additional information that looked really helpful. And I like that almost all of them have an at a glance that you can kind of see what's coming, and that those are some of the features we found useful.
Okay, so I'm Jess. I'm going to go ahead and look at some of the differences that they had. Looking at the Horizon reports one by one, you did see that there were very, very similar in the way they were situated. There were lots of timelines. There were lots of visuals in the beginning to really get you started. However, some of them had summaries of the information, almost bullet pointed in about 10 different bullet points, and some didn't. So that was a big difference that we saw between these Horizon reports on our first glance. However, we did feel that they all satisfied the ITSE standards that we were looking for in Unit 1, which was to facilitate and inspire student learning and creativity. That was the teacher standard. The knowledge constructor was the standard for students, and that was definitely something that was addressed in these. And then the computational thinker standard was also the one for students.
And I kind of read through the K-12 one just because I'm currently teaching second grade. So I kind of noticed that as they were listing out things, they did list out quite a few different technology uses. They talked about using coding, which I thought was interesting. We use it with our iPads in the library. They also talked about the roles of the teacher, kind of switching over to like a guide and a mentor versus, just being up there in the front and always being the center. One thing that they talked about, makerspace, that is something that we have done. We also have a robotics, and they've done a few things with virtual reality in our library. One thing that they did mention was funding and leadership. It kind of all depends on the funding that you have and the leadership that you have, and if those roles change, then a lot of things would change. That one was very easy to get through. It was very kind of bulleted and had different sections for each thing, which made it very easy to get through that Horizon report. So I do think that those summaries help a whole lot. So anything else, ladies?
I think we're good.
That covers it.
All right, that's it for Unit 1. We'll see you back for the next unit.
See ya.